guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am at the BMW Palace in Bratislava and I want to show you this very nice X5 M. Here is the spec and the sticker of the car. This particular car is in Donington grey metallic color and it has a full merino leather interior in Mugello wrought, which is a red color. Let me step back just so you're able to see this beautiful SUV. So let's take a look at the car from the outside first and start at the front. So what you would expect for an X5M is a very aggressive front part, a bespoke front part. It is aggressive, but not to the point that it would be really, kind of offensive almost. It has huge intakes on the side, to provide the cooling air into the brakes for that big wheels, and it is a heavy car after all. The grille is blacked out on this particular car. Of course, it features the Xenon lights, or these ones are actually not Xenons, these ones are LED, I believe. What you see in the front, the little nose there, that's a camera for the 360 view. There it goes. And of course it has the parking sensors, and, the fog lights and whatnot. So let's try to do a close-up on the color here. Donington grey metallic. It is a bit different than the other silver metallic colors. But again, it's not that different. In this particular spec, I do think the car looks great because it does have the red interior and gray and the red. I think it's a nice combination on this particular car. So following from the side, we have those big M Sport brakes here to provide the stopping power for this car. The wheels, the tires are the Michelin Pilot Super Sports. You need this kind of grippy tire in this particular car because if you're buying a car with so much power, you probably want to, drive it fast. Looking at the wheels, I believe this could be a 22-inch wheel configuration. No, actually it's 21. There we go, 21 M Sport, and the styling is 612. So here's a little M badging, X5M, and a bit of a cooling, so the air to pass from here, the warm air out of the brakes. Following from the side, this particular car has the comfort access, and you would know that by the ribbed piece here on the door handle. Again, in the back, the car has the lighting package, so this illuminates when you open the doors. Let's try to do so. There we go. And it features the soft closing doors. There we go. Following on the back, it's a pretty much standard X5 in the back, along with, of course, the quad pipes, which are synonymous for any M car for some time from the BMW. Alright, so before I jump inside, maybe another thing to mention is the Bespoke Mirrors, the M-style mirrors on the M cars, which are not connected here. This, I believe, has to do something with the air flowing, and it gives a really nice aggressive look to this car. The back of the car from the B pillar is darkened, so the glass is has this privacy feature. And now if I open the trunk is also, of course, automatic from the top. The tailgate has a button to close, and this is the trunk. It's, I think, a little bit bigger, or at least it looks visually to me a bit bigger from the previous X5. The bottom, though, on the other side, you need to open manually. I think the new range, the big one, has opportunity to do that automatically, also with the button, but I don't really mind. These are little details. It's really easy to close, guys, so I don't think that's a problem. So let me close that down. There was a camera in the back. There we go. And let's jump into this great looking vehicle. Here I wanted to show you another thing is the camera, which ends up the 360 view. So we had a little camera in the front, there's a camera on this side of the mirror, of course there's another one on the other side, and there's a one in the back. So this gives you the 360 view around the vehicle. Alright, so opening the doors, we are greeted with a couple of beeps because this car is of course hooked up to electricity, so everything works inside, so when you want to check it out, and also the battery is not getting discharged. So what you're greeted is pretty much with leather, more leather, and carbon fiber. So in the doors, as you can see, we have a very nice carbon fiber sill, and then you have leather on the top here with red stitching. There we go. And then sidearm in the red leather, and your little Bang & Olufsen speaker from the Bang & Olufsen option on this car. In the mirrors I can spot line detector. I mean, this is not a line detector, this is if you have a car passing you, this is gonna light up telling you that there is a car, a danger of, if you would go out of your lane to hit another car that is passing you. So what do we have here? This is not your standard M Sport lining, this actually is an Alcantara lining in this particular car. This car is equipped with a huge sunroof as an option. It's pretty much all the things that I'm going to show you now are, I guess, options on any BMW. So M Sport steering wheel. Then we have adaptive cruise control. Or actually, I don't think this has an adaptive cruise control, but I might be wrong. I'll check it on the sticker and I'll leave the description. I'll leave that comment up in the box. There are your lights controls here, so it has an automatic lights off, on, and so on. Nothing special there. Here are your window controls. There in the middle is the center Bang & Olufsen speaker. This one pops up, I'm pretty sure, when you turn the car on. One in the door sills and another one in the doors. And I believe in the back there are two in the doors. And then the subwoofer, which is probably hidden under the seats in this car. Here's your little funky M Sport gear lever for the double clutch that lives in this car. It's a funny little thing. I don't know, it's just like kinda, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this one because it just, for me, it just looks small and fiddly. But I must admit, I only driven the standard kind of 8-speed ZF gearboxes, which have a bigger lever there. This is also a different system. I think it's a 7-speed double clutch. Then let's look at some of the controls. We have a big screen here on the top, which is for your Navi and your everything. There goes the speaker, came out. Try to play some radio on this. There we go. Works. The whole dash is covered in leather. There's your head-up display on this car, which shows, projects all the information on the window. I have that option in my car, and I highly recommend that, guys. This is, it's not the cheapest option, but definitely a it's a good one because you don't need to stare at the dials, but you can just keep your eyes on the road all the time and get all the information that you need, the speed, the navigation, the whatnot, on the, presented to you just right here on the screen. Then we have here heated seats, ventilated seats, 2 cup holders, a little power outlet here. Then if we open the middle console, we have a snap adapter for the phone, and we have a USB. I don't know if this is visible, guys, because it's dark, but there's a USB and an auxiliary port in here. I think this box is cooled also. And then you have the seats. The seats are bespoke on the M Sport X5. As you can see, it goes all the way up, so there is no extension here on this part. And of course you get the bigger bolsters on the side because it is a sports car after all. I mean, quote unquote a sports SUV. The leather is, there is nothing else to say that it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning, and in the combination of a silver car with a red leather and the black bottom interior and the Alcantara roof, I think it's pretty much what I would have set up for myself. Seats are of course cooled and ventilated. Ventilated, cooled and heated, as I mentioned before, and you can see that they're ventilated usually because they have this little holes in the leather, because this is where the air is blowing through. This comes very handy, especially in the summer when it gets hot, and when you jump into a vehicle when the vehicle is hot and it's been outside, this is gonna help you to keep cool. All right, let's jump in the back of the vehicle and check out how it looks from the back. The M Sport door sills, and as I said, 2 speakers in the back. Let's see how the soft close works here. I don't know if that was visible, but it closes. Alright, so I'm sitting in the back of the X5 now. The seats in the front were set for somebody of my size, which is 182 centimeters, and I would say that this one has pretty much similar legroom like the new 7 Series, which I just set in the back a couple of minutes ago. Let's check some of the controls in the back. They are identical actually to the ones we checked before. So we have a climate control also for the passengers in the back, and we have seats that are heated. So it's a 4-zone climate control. Everybody that is sitting here has its own regulation of the temperature that they want to have. So if you're driving people in the back, that will make them feel more cozy, and they have more things, they can regulate according to what they want and how they want to have the things set up. Nothing more in the back, maybe just a look of how it looks from the back of the car, as you can see from the front, and that's about it on this car. This is a very, very nice car, honestly speaking. If I compare this car with the new 7 Series, the 730D, I think the sticker on that one was 126 and this one is 146, so there's a 20k difference. But here you get a completely different car. You get a car that you can use every day. This is a practical car because it's still an X5, more so, meaning you can drive things around. You have a big trunk, it's higher sitting position, therefore it provides a better view than a 7 Series, which is lower. But of course that one is much more economical. With the 730D engine you can get around 6, 7, 8 liters per 100 kilometers on that one, where on this one you will struggle obviously, because this is an 8-cylinder petrol B-turbo or double turbo madness machine with 560 horsepower. So I don't even wanna, I cannot even contemplate or think how much this how much petrol this uses for 100 kilometers. On the other side, you don't buy a car like this for consumption, but you buy it to be an everyday vehicle, to do everything, and this vehicle can do everything because it is what it is. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon on my next video.